Hi, I'm Kurt Benson, editor and general manager of the Bladen Journal. Welcome to the Saturday show. My guest this week is Vickie Smith. She is the social work program manager for the Department of Social Services. Welcome, Vickie.
Thank you, Kurt.
I think one of the main things that we want to talk about is April is kind of a special designation to it. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
April is the National Child Abuse Awareness Month, and we do celebrate here in Bladen County. We have a month-long of activities planned. Okay.
Now, it's, I guess it's kind of a little bit of an oxymoron saying you're celebrating. This is something that we take seriously, actually.
That is true. Basically, what we're doing in the month of April is to bring an awareness of child abuse and neglect. Some of the things that we have already started with in part of our activities is we have had a contest in the schools for a design of a t-shirt, and we've already chosen a winner. Can't announce that yet because I don't think it's been released, but we have a cute little drawing to go on the back of a t-shirt. We'll be selling those t-shirts, and then after April we will pull other winners from the design contest and make a calendar for next year to raise funds to promote or to be able to have Child Abuse Awareness Month here in Bladen County and be able to support the activities that we'll be having.
Right. Now, are Bladen County schools your main focus as far as getting the awareness out there?
No, it's actually for the whole county. Folks don't realize that everyone basically is a mandated reporter. If you suspect abuse or neglect, and like I said, if you suspect, you don't have to know that it is actually abuse or neglect. That is Children's Welfare's decision. Let us look at our tools, see the information that you have, see if it does qualify as abuse or neglect. But yes, definitely, we do want to make sure that everyone does understand that they are a mandated reporter. Of course, the professionals, your school counselors, your school teachers, your principals, your therapists, your professionals can be held at a more higher level of responsibility or accountability for reporting. Say, for instance, if, you know, myself as a social worker, if I had knowledge of a child being abused or neglected, if I did not report that and a child died, and they found out that I had knowledge, I could be charged criminally. Those that are out in the public, don't let that scare you. That does not hold you at that same level. Okay. Folks, when they do call in to make a report of abuse or neglect, you can be anonymous if you choose. No problem. The only reason that we would like to know who the reporter is if once the report comes to a supervisor, if we have other questions to try to help us make a more informed decision whether the report should be accepted or not. And also, if you do give your name and address, we do send you a letter to let you know if the report was accepted or not. And then if it is accepted, at the end of the case, we would also send that reporter a letter to let you know what happened with the case. Okay. Whether it was, you know, if the neglect was founded or not.
Okay, so you're not left wondering whatever happened. Okay. Right. And in addition to hospital workers and school teachers and those professionals, like you said, the awareness is being made to family, friends, folks just in the community.
Right. Right, okay. Just to be able to protect the children of Bladen County.
Right. Now, do you possibly have any statistics available that would tell us exactly how serious a problem this is?
Sure. Just in Bladen County in the year of 2009-2010, we received 475 reports of abuse or neglect. Now, out of that 475, only 91 were screened out. They didn't meet the level of being abuse or neglect. So, still, that's kind of high for a county of Bladen size.
Have you any idea how many of these might have been repeat offenses?
Not off the top of my head. We do get a lot of repeats, which, however, if we do get a report and we have just closed that case out, if it's the very same allegations, we would not have to open that again.
Right.
But if there is something a little different from what we've already investigated or assessed, we would go ahead and open that case and look into it.
Right. But you pretty much take every report like this pretty serious.
Exactly. We used to tell one of our intake workers that if somebody calls in and says, "I want to tell you the sky is blue today," we write that down.
Okay. All right.
So, any concern that you have, let us be, the determination whether it is abuse or neglect.
Okay, great. Now you mentioned folks reporting these things, and there are contacts for them to make. Who should they contact if they have something to report?
Right. During the day, you would call the local DSS, 862-6800. After 5 o'clock, abuse happens after 5, and we do have workers available. You would contact the Sheriff's Department, 862-8141, and you would just need to tell whoever answers the phone that you need to make a report of abuse or neglect. Then they would contact a social worker, and the on-call social worker would return the call to take the information. Our process of a report, our report is about 12 pages long, which will go into each of the different areas of abuse or neglect. So don't let it scare you away if it's going to take a few minutes, but it's very important that we get all the information to make that determination.
All right. Is there anything else about the month that you'd like to share with us?
Sure do. On April 9th, Saturday, April 9th at 1 o'clock, we're going to have an awareness walk. We will start at San Jose, walk all the way downtown. Hopefully the sidewalks I see today, they're getting poured.
Right.
So we'll walk down to the courthouse, and at the courthouse we're going to have some free entertainment. We're going to have a free bounce house, free hot dogs, goodie bags, and hopefully we'll have some vendors from our different agencies that has information about children available to everybody. And then at the closing of the event, I think it's going to be at 4 o'clock, we're going to have a balloon release for all of the children that died from abuse and neglect in North Carolina last year.
Okay, and this is open to anyone and everyone?
Anyone and everyone.
Okay.
Hope that you'll come out and join us.
Great. Go ahead.
Something else. I brought my little pinwheels. Last year, North Carolina Child Abuse changed their emblem from the little blue ribbons to pinwheels. So last year was our first year as the pinwheels. In front of our agency, we planted a pinwheel garden.
Okay.
Now this year, we're hoping that the whole community will join in with us. I purchased these at Walmart.
Okay.
If you try to go to Bladen County and Robeson County, you won't find any because I purchased them all.
Okay.
But you can find them at other stores, and also you can go to Google and Google how to make pinwheels and make your own. Put those out in your front yard. We're hoping that the schools, businesses, other agencies will help us in just painting the blue across Bladen County. And NC Child Prevention, they have a contest. We're sending all of our pictures in of the different gardens that we have in Bladen County, and if we're chosen, our agency will receive a plaque. Now locally, we're also doing the same thing. We're asking that people, as they're planting their gardens, putting their pinwheels out, if they will take a picture and email it to DSS. You can do that to my email. It's vsmith@bladen, BLADENCO.org. And we're going to have our own contest, and we're going to present a plaque to the home or agency that has the prettiest pinwheel garden.
Great.
So we're excited.
Getting people involved.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. Well, Vickie, I appreciate you coming and sharing all of this with us, and hopefully we can get that awareness out there.
We certainly hope.
All right, great. Well, thanks for joining us on Saturday show. You all have a good week.